Good morning, dear students. In the previous class, we have studied about nutrition in plants. So, under that, we have studied autotrophic mode of nutrition in plants, also heterotrophic mode of nutrition in case of plants. In today's class, we'll be studying about nutrition in animals. As you already know, nutrition is a process of obtaining food for the growth, maintenance, and function of a body. So, to carry out the regular life process of the organisms, or in case of animals, they require nutrition. So, this nutrition or food we usually gain from plants. As you know, animals are heterotrophs which cannot produce their own food. So, henceforth, they depend upon other organisms, especially plants, for their food. So it may be a direct dependence or also an indirect case of dependence, just like carnivores, where they eat only animals, but still these carnivores are indirectly dependent upon plants. So the mode of nutrition in case of animals is heterotrophic mode of nutrition. Hence, under this chapter, you'll be studying about different ways of taking food in animals, digestion in humans, under that, functions of your gastrointestinal tract, digestion in grass eating plants, feeding and digestion in amoeba. So let us see what does this animal nutrition exactly includes. So animal nutrition includes the nutrient requirement. So that is the type of food the animals should eat. Because you have already studied in your previous class, each food have different varieties of nutrients in them. So the food what you eat in particular will not have all the nutrients. So henceforth you should have a variety of foods. So the nutrient requirement in case of animals also differ. As you know, the type of food eaten by cow is very different from a lion. The type of food the lion eat is very different from parrot. This is because of their based on the nutrient requirement. And the next type is mode of intake. That is, how do animals consume their food? So that is called mode of intake. So the consumption of food by animals varies from each other. And next is utilization. That is, how do animals metabolize the food which has been consumed by them? You call it as utilization, that is conversion, utilization. And finally, that is, it just means excretion. How do the animals excrete the unwanted food? So, these are the nutrition required for the animals, or these comes under the animal nutrition. These are the things happening in case of animal nutrition. As you know, the nutrient requirement, the major ultimate source are the plants. So let us see the different ways of taking in the food or the mode of consumption of food in case of few animals. So firstly we have snail. The mode of eating in case of snail is through chewing. So this snail has thousands of microscopic teeth. You call it as radula. So with the help of the radula, the snails usually consume on the leaves as you find most of the snails in the garden, so they consume on the leaves. So how do they consume? They usually chew the food and then they utilize the food whatever has been consumed. The next type of animal is your ant. So ant is also an insect. So this ant contain the mandibles. If you see in the picture, the two mandibles which is present in the head region, they help in the scraping up of the food, or they nibble the food with the help of the mandible into tiny bits, and then they swish the food in the saliva and finally they consume them. So ant take up the food, or the mode of feeding in case of ant is through scraping. And the next type of animal is your eagle. So this eagle, it is having a beak, and it is also a carnivorous kind of animal. So it usually feeds on the flesh of other animals. So this eagle usually consume the food by means of swallowing. They can't chew, so they just swallow the food. Where the digestive system is so evolved, they can also digest the bone which has been swallowed. The next is your hummingbird. So I'm sure everyone would have heard of this tiny bird which takes the nectar from the flower and survives with the help of the nectar, which is its main source of food. So this bird usually take the food with the help of its beak and tongue by the mode of sucking the nectar from the flower. The next type of animal is an insect, that is your lice. So this lice you commonly see living in the scalp of your hair. So this lice usually try to pierce your skin and then suck the blood as a food for its body. So hence the mode of taking in food in case of lice is through sucking. The next animal you have is an insect which is causing a different varieties of diseases in case of humans. Why? Because they cause different varieties of diseases in humans during the process of deriving the nutrition, because their nutrition is the human blood. So if you see in the picture a long tube like structure near the head region, you call it as proboscis. So with the help of proboscis, the mosquito pierce the pierce into our skin and then try to suck the blood. So the way of taking in food in case of this mosquitoes are sucking. Next, we do have an insect that is a colorful one. It is your butterfly. So, this butterflies usually take up their food from the flowers by means of nectar. It has a kind of straw like tube in the head region which is capable of sucking the nectar from the flower, but the mode of taking the food is siphoning. You don't it doesn't come under the group of sucking means of feeding, but it comes under siphoning, as the other previous two insects, they pierce the food and then they withdraw the blood. But in case of butterfly, they don't pierce any substratum, they just try to withdraw the nectar with the help of a straw kind of tube. So they come under the group of siphoning mode of feeding. The next type of insect you have is a house fly. So this house flies usually obtain their food by the mode of sponging. So how do they exactly do this process? So these animals, what do they usually do? So if you see the head region, they have a kind of longitudinal tube. So this longitudinal tube try to release the saliva onto the food. So once the saliva has been released onto the food tends to become very soft, and later it will be taken by the insect as its nutrition. So henceforth it is called as sponging mode of feeding. So in today's class you have studied about the different ways of taking food in case of few animals. The next class we shall study animal nutrition in case of humans. Thank you.